This is the story of a father and son, Rajeshwar and Lakshman, who had never seen a city in their lives. After many days, finally the day came when their wish to visit a city was about to come true.
Get up, Lakshman. All the chickens, peacocks, elephants and horses have already woken up and you are still sleeping like a lazy bone. Wake up quickly.
Where are you going so early in the morning, Baba?
Not just me, both of us. There's a big fair in the city. If you want to go see it, get ready quickly.
What? The city? Yay! We're finally going to the city!
All right, stop it. You keep dancing like this, we'll be late for the fair.
So sorry, Baba. I'll go get ready right now.
Our Pawan is my pride and joy.
Yes, he's my pride too.
Let's go.
Oh, what kind of people are they? Even though they have a horse, they're walking on foot.
Oh.
Oh, what have you done?
Baba!
Someone catch my horse!
Baba!
Son!
Wow! Horse riding is so much fun!
Yes, she said.
Pull the reins, pull them tight! Got him. Now he won't run anywhere.
It's good that he stopped, Baba. Otherwise, I would have seen the city before you.
Look at the times we are in. The father is walking on foot and the son is riding the horse.
What to say now? These kids nowadays.
You are right.
What does it matter what people say? You shouldn't have come down from the horse.
It's all right, Baba.
Get down, come on, get down! The little child is walking on foot, and you yourself are sitting on the horse like a king. Aren't you ashamed?
No, uncle, you're getting it wrong.
Quite, absolutely quite. Don't say anything further. And you, if you try to sit on the horse again and make the child walk, I will teach you a lesson.
Oh, it feels like my back is broken. What strange people?
Rajeshwar and Lakshman couldn't understand anything. So the son asked the father to sit on the horse. And the father asked the son.
You sit, my son.
No, Baba, you sit.
I'm telling you, you sit.
No, you sit.
No, you.
No, you.
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 You. Okay, wait. We both will sit.
Yes, this is a good solution. Huh?
Oh, what trouble is this?
He is not the trouble, but it's you people. This poor horse can't even speak. At least understand his feelings. Look at him. He's so tired of carrying the burden of the both of you. Huh? Heartless people.
Forgive me, my friend. You have opened my eyes. We have done so wrong with our poor horse. He has borne our burden for so long. Now we will carry his burden.
Oh wow! It seems like the horse is too dear to them.
Yes, I have seen a man on horseback many times, but this is the first time I have seen a horse on man's shoulders.
What has happened to him now?
Why is he behaving like this?
Baba, you didn't get hurt, did you?
Run, my son! My Pawan.
Huh?
Where has my Pawan gone?
Your Pawan ran off in that direction.
How will we go to the city now?
Just like Pawan went, let's walk.
What?
Jaidev was a poor laborer. His only property was his horse, which he loved very much. And it was also his sole means of livelihood. However, due to debts, he had to mortgage his horse to the miserly Udanka for a few coins. Jaidev worked hard day and night to collect coins. And after a few days, when he had gathered enough coins through his relentless efforts, he happily went to Udanka with the coins to get back his beloved horse.
Take all your coins. Now just return my horse. Where is he? Where is my dear horse? Why can't I see him?
Your horse! How beautiful and lovely it was! I tried my best, but this is all I could save.
What are you saying? And what is this?
Your horse?
What?
Only his tail is left. The rest has been eaten by the wolf. Forgive me. I couldn't save your horse. This tail is what remains of him.
My dear horse.
Now this is called money for money and added interest.
Oh yes, I forgot to mention. This is Veervara, Jaidev's best friend. And quite clever too.
Jaidev, my friend, what happened? Why are you crying?
Veervara, my friend. What should I do? Tell me. My horse, my beloved horse, is no more. And I'm so unfortunate that I couldn't even see him properly for the last time.
What? But how? What's this?
My horse's tail.
Tail? And where is the rest of the horse?
The wolf ate him. Only this tail is left. Udanka tried hard, but couldn't save him.
What, that miser Udanka?
Yes, I had mortgaged the horse to him. Now I'm feeling very guilty for mortgaging my poor horse.
To Udanka? And why did the wolf leave just the tail? There must be something fishy. I'm so sorry for your loss, my friend. But don't worry. I will bring you the horse back. This is my promise. Just give me this tail.
Tail? But why? This is the only remaining part of my horse.
Trust me, my friend.
I don't know what you're going to do, but my friend, I have complete trust in you and your intelligence.
I've promised, Jaidev. But where do I start searching for the horse? Who is there? Who is there? Huh? Udanka? Think of the devil, and the devil is here. Udanka? And this horse belongs to Jaidev. My suspicion was correct. But this time, in his greed, he has messed with the wrong person. Yes, this idea might work. Oh, come out! Come out! Come on, bring the treasure! Quickly bring the treasure!
Oh, treasure? What did you say? Treasure?
No, I didn't say anything like that.
No, I heard just now. You said Udanka's ears can never be deceived in this matter. Money is honey. And what are you pulling out of the hole?
You're quite clever. Now I have to tell you. My magical horse has entered this hole. And look at his tantrums. He's not ready to come out.
Magical horse? How can a horse be magical, huh?
Yes, it absolutely can happen. Look here, look at his tail. This horse has the unique ability to sniff out treasure from anywhere. It seems there is a big treasure hidden in this hole. So he went inside. Now if he comes out quickly, the treasure will be in my hands. And all my sorrows will be gone.
Treasure! Awesome!
Sir? Sir, do you have a bag?
I do have a bag, but it has a big hole and not useful for anything. But I have a horse. He runs very fast. If you want, you can take my horse to your village and bring a bag. Meanwhile, I'll keep an eye on this treasure. I mean the tail.
Yes, please come here and hold this tail.
Veervara immediately takes Udanka's horse and leaves from there. Udanka mysteriously laughs at him.
He was trying to act clever with me. Now the treasure will be mine, and so will his horse. Money's hard. Oh! What? What is this? Where is the horse? Where is the treasure? Oh, no! Oh no! This is the same tail. He played my trick on me. He made a fool out of me.
Meanwhile, Veervara goes straight to Jaidev with the horse.
horse, my dear horse. Now I will never let you go away from me again. Thank you, my friend. What would have happened to me if you were not there? You are my true friend. You have the solution for every problem.
No need to say that, friend. Friendship is not just a duty, it's a responsibility. Now take care of your horse, or else I'll take him away with me.
In Vijayanagar, the washerman Keshav used to live with his donkey, Munna.
Huh? Hey, what happened? Why are you shouting so much? What happened? Why didn't you say? I wish you could speak. Keep it all.
Munna wasn't just Keshav's donkey. He was also his family and friend.
Munna, I wish you were not a donkey, but a human like me. I could have talked to you the whole day.
One day, while Keshav was passing by Udanka's house, he heard,
I turned you into a human from a donkey and you are arguing with me? Get out! Money is honey.
Udanka was scolding his servant Vinu. But Keshav interpreted it differently.
What? He really turned a donkey into a human? Come, let's go.
And then, without giving it a thought, he also reached Udanka's house.
Udanka, where are you, my friend?
Yes, what do you want?
You are such a great man, Udanka. I just came to know about this.
What did I do? Money is honey.
This is your greatness. Even after performing miracles, you act innocent. My Munna, just turn my Munna into a human too.
But how can I?
Don't deny it. I have seen it with my own eyes. You turned your donkey into a human and you were even talking to him. In return for this, I will give you money.
At first, Udanka couldn't believe his ears. But then he started working.
I have also fired my servant. This healthy donkey can be very useful to me. All right, I'll turn him into a human, but it will take some time.
Make him a good person like me, Udanka. I'm leaving now. Do whatever Udanka says.
Wow! I got a donkey to work for me for free and even got paid.
Keshav donkey was intelligent. And as Keshav had instructed, he followed Udanka's every command. Keshav's donkey quickly learned the task assigned to him.
Here are your things. Now give me my money. Let's go. Money. There is a lot of work today. I can't go with you, Munna. You have to take this grain to the market. Here comes my lion. Wow. You are really intelligent. But your owner Keshav was an absolute fool. First of all, I'll ask Munna, how does it feel to be a human? No. Why should I bring up old memories? Who likes to be a donkey anyways?
Who are you talking to alone, Keshav? I haven't even seen your donkey for a month.
What? 1 month?
Yes.
What? It's been a month since my Munna has been with Udanka. Udanka! Where are you?
Udanka understood that Keshav has come to take back his Munna. But with his donkey doing so much work, he wondered how he could give Munna back.
Where is my Munna? Didn't you find him in the market? He sets up a shawl shop these days. What? Did he open his shop as well? Yes, he has turned out to be an intelligent man. He sets up the stall near the pawn shop.
So Keshav set off to meet his Munna.
Take this, take that. Colorful shawls with floral patterns. Take it. Take it.
Wow, Munna, wow. You have changed so much.
Huh? Who Munna and who's Munna? My name's Dinu.
Dinu? You have changed both your work and your name. Come, leave this and pick up these.
Keshav was not ready to believe that this was not his Munna, but Dinu.
Why are you following me?
Munna, listen to me.
Huh?
Oh no. Where is my Munna? Munna! Where is my Munna? Where my Munna has gone? Munna? Yes. Found you.
Leave me.
Where are you going, Munna?
When everyone heard Keshav's story, they couldn't stop laughing.
Keshav, Udanka has fooled you. This is Dinu, who used to work for Udanka. Can a donkey ever become a human like this?
When Keshav realized that Udanka had fooled him, he became very angry.
Udanka! Udanka! I won't spare you. I asked you to turn my Munna into a human, and you turned me into a donkey with your words.
No. Listen to me. Oh no, save me. Oh, my weighing machine will be damaged. Money is honey.
If I catch you, I'll teach you a lesson.
The sweetest bananas and juiciest mangoes in the village came from Mohan's garden.
The harvest has been very good this spring, Basanti. This time, we can get a huge profit by selling them in the big market of Vijayanagar. What a delightful smell. Give me 2 dozen.
Give me one dozen bananas.
Give me 1 kg.
Give me 2 kgs.
Someone bought 1 kg of mangoes, someone bought 2, and some bought bananas. And then there was such an aroma that even Mohan could not stop himself.
It's mine.
What's in it, brother?
Buy some.
So, is it eatable? Can you give me a little?
If I give it to you, then what would I eat?
In return for 6 bananas and mangoes, Mohan took the payasam from the man.
Do you have more?
If you want more, why don't you cook it at home?
What's the recipe?
After taking a lot of mangoes and bananas from Mohan, the man shared the recipe for payasam.
Basanti!
Huh?
Basanti! Oh, Basanti!
Huh? Why are you so happy? It looks like you have made a very good profit.
Forget the profit. Today I have savored something that has lifted my spirits, made my heart happy, and my soul truly satisfied. Wait, let me show you. Here I put the sugar, a little ghee,
Huh?
and some dry fruits. And the payasam is ready.
But the pot is empty.
But my mind is not empty, Basanti. I have brought all the ingredients to prepare the payasam. Just take these and start preparing.
But we don't have any wood.
I'll bring it quickly. A bear! Save me! Where did this bear come from? I made a mistake! Spare me! Not today, Mr. Bear, because today is my turn to eat.
Will you eat me?
No, Mr. Bear. I was talking about the payasam. This is entirely my fault. If I had not thought about eating payasam and not come to the jungle to gather wood, I wouldn't have slept. The wood wouldn't have fallen on you. It seems like my dream of having payasam will remain just a dream.
Payasam? What's this payasam?
Payasam? The taste of payasam? Ah! Wow. The aroma of payasam? Wow! Mwah! If you haven't eaten payasam yet, then you haven't eaten anything good.
And it turned out the talking bear was also fond of eating.
I also want to eat payasam. Will you feed me too?
But I'll need some more wood for that.
You only concentrate on the payasam. 100, 500 logs. I'll bring you as much wood as you want.
Okay. 500 logs would be enough. I can use them for the entire month.
So I will.
What? A bear? People invite their friends and relatives, and you invited a bear?
Oh no, poor Basanti. What could she do? She started making payasam for the guest. The payasam was ready. Now they were waiting for the guest.
I can smell the aroma from here, and I can't resist. What say, Basanti? Should we taste a little bit?
Why not? But only a little bit.
As soon as the lid was lifted, the aroma of the payasam spread. And it became difficult for both of them to wait. They began tasting with a spoon, then moved on to a bowl, and then to a plate. And eventually, they couldn't resist and started eating directly from the Paisam pot.
Oh no, we ate all the paisam. What should we do now?
Wondering how the bear would ever know the taste of paisam, they decided to mix the leftover rice with adulterated milk. Whatever it turned out to be, it was now ready. Both of them thought that if they wouldn't be home, how could it possibly matter whether the bear liked it or not?
Paisam!
Driven by the temptation of paisam, the poor bear arrived hungry and immediately began to eat. But how much could he possibly relish the paisam, made with the adulterated milk and a few grains of rice, and without any dry fruits?
Where will you escape? I will not leave you. After all the praise for Paisam, what have you fed me? The day I'll find you, I'll teach you a lesson.
Oh no, our house!
If you like this video, subscribe to our channel Murthy Media.